Oh my God. He is demanding crowd response. And oh my goodness, this is out of control. Hey everybody, welcome back to the danebramageROCKS channel. All right, time once again to break from our regularly scheduled program to bring you yet another entry into the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. But on this one, I have a disclosure. I'm going to be honest. Not too long ago, I saw a video pop up because I do follow Tommy Cash. And he released a new song December 7th of 2024 called Espresso Macchiato, but he had it subtitled Eurovision 2025 Winner. And I thought that was a joke. And I know Eurovision was coming back around, and you know, he's had ties with people that have been in the show, obviously, and he was just releasing a song because he's a goof. You know, this is what the guy does. He like pushes the line. He draws people out. He does all the things. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh, this guy's hilarious. He's spoofing a Eurovision song. And then not even a week ago, it was announced that Tommy Cash and his song Espresso Macchiato is 100% going to be in the Eurovision Song Contest, as he's going to represent Estonia in this contest. And I was blown away. I thought it was all a joke, but then he actually came on over and did Eesti Laul and performed live on stage and freaking won. I was like, wait a minute, this was true? I don't even know if that was what it was meant to be. Maybe you guys have more information on that. Maybe he made the song and then the Eesti Laul was like, you should actually come play that in the contest and see what happens. And then now here he is. So if you guys have more information on that, let me know. Was this meant to be a Eurovision song the entire time, or was he leasing a spoof and just boom, he happened to make it? I don't know. Regardless, he dropped the music video back in December 7th, 2024, but I wanted to see the live version. So I found the live version from Eesti Laul, and this is his winning performance. So that's the video we're going to check out. I will leave a link to the actual music video down below for you, but I want to see this done live because it's Tommy Cash. And as we know, he's done collabs with other people. Anyway, we'll get into that later. But for now, Estonia's official entry into the Eurovision Song Contest of 2025 with Tommy Cash and his song Espresso Macchiato. Here we go. One thing that's funny to note is, knowing Tommy, some of his stuff is pretty vulgar and some of his stuff pushes the line. So it's going to be fun to watch him have to actually write a clean, fun song for this contest. But that also just, you know, kind of identifies how good he is as a true artist, that he can break out from what he normally does to, you know, do stuff like this and make it. So winner's performance, Tommy Cash, Espresso Macchiato. Oh, let's roll. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Espresso macchiato, 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 por favore, por favore. Espresso macchiato por mi amore. Espresso macchiato.
What?
Por favore, por favore. Espresso macchiato. Espresso macchiato.
I didn't know you could dance like that. Dude.
I'm Tommaso, addicted to tobacco. Me like me coffee very importante. Non ti pago scusi, more days are very busy. And I just own the little ristorante. Like me keep you lemons when dancing with the demons. No stress, oh no stress, no need to be depressed.
I was going to say, it sounds like he's throwing a bunch of different languages in there. But oh my God. The dude can dance. I had no idea. He was just sitting there like this going across. This is actually a really good, catchy beat. Oh boy, we're in trouble. Tommy Cash going to the Eurovision Song Contest, and he's probably going to be... let's talk about that later. Carry on. These dancers are killing me.
No stress, no stress. Don't need to be depressed. Mi amore, mi amore.
See?
Espresso macchiato, 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 por favore.
Sì, por favore. Espresso macchiato.
Espresso macchiato, 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 por favore. Por favore. Espresso macchiato. Espresso macchiato.
Me like to fly privati with 24 carati. Alzo mi casa veri grandioso. Mi mani numeroso. I work around the clock. That's why I'm sweating like a mafioso. Life is like spaghetti. It's hard until you make it. No stress, no stress. It's gonna be a
Oh my God. He is demanding crowd response. And oh my goodness, this is out of control. This is so good. So we've seen now multiple performances for a long time to where if you're engaging with the crowd and they're participating with you, those guys make it all the way to the end. They don't always win, as we've seen, but they make it all the way to the end. And just the bigger the crowd impact, oh my God, this is going to be that entry this year.
grandioso. Mi mani numeroso. I work around the clock. That's why I'm sweating like a mafioso. Life is like spaghetti. It's hard until you make it. No stress, no stress. It's gonna be a
Mi amore, espresso macchiato, 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 por favore, por favore, espresso macchiato, espresso macchiato, espresso macchiato. Espresso macchiato.
That's Kadia. I knew it. He is there. Oh, dude. Okay. Kadia is there. I was wondering. Oh boy, y'all, we are in big, big trouble. We are in big trouble. That is going to get the crowd engaged, and that is what's going to get votes. That was awesome. Gosh darn it. That song is going to be stuck in your head forever. Forever, forever. I want to unpack that one just a little bit more, so stick around for the wrap up. All right, so first and foremost, so I still have it fresh in my head, how stinking fun is it that we now have two contestants that are in the 2025 Eurovision Song Contest that have both collabed with a contestant from years past? And of course, I'm talking about Erica and Tommy, as they both did collabs with Kadia, who just happened to be there while we're watching that from Eesti Laul. There, but as we know, Erica won with her song Ich Komme, and now Tommy won with his song Espresso Macchiato. And I did learn some fun information about that, about the language, and it was causing quite a stir. And I thought I remember hearing that somewhere, but there's no official guidance on this, but the language he speaks is not Italian per se, but it's often said he's speaking poor Italian, but in fact the language of Brooklyn and like New York, which kind of makes sense, which is largely used by Italians who have immigrated to America. And I am going to bring you over to the page here for Tommy Cash. He's on EurovisionTV.com. And he's the official entry. It's done. Tommy Cash has won the Estonia's Eurovision pre-selection Eesti Laul and will represent the nation at PESEL 2025 with Espresso Macchiato. It was pretty unanimous decision in Estonia as the country's Eurovision pre-selection Eesti Laul drew to its conclusion on the evening of Saturday, 15 of February. Tommy Cash's Espresso Macchiato won the final round of voting with a landslide of 83% of the vote. The song will now represent the Baltic nation at the 69th Eurovision Song Contest in May. The winner of Eesti Laul was determined after 2 rounds of voting, and the first round of scores, both the jury and the public vote gave points to the initial starting lineup of 16 competitors. After this, the top 3 super final was announced and the voting was opened up once again. Espresso Macchiato won both the jury vote and the public vote. It was joined by the super finale by Cologne, performed by Anne Marlene, and My E.T. seen by Andrei Zavakin featuring Karita. In the super final, it was solely the Estonian viewers watching at home that had a responsibility of choosing their winner and the song that will represent them at Basel of 2025. Espresso Macchiato won with 83% of the vote. My A.T. Scene finished in second place on 10%, while Kuhn picked the bronze at 7%. Good God Almighty. He swept the floor with them in that song. More about Tommy Cash. If you follow Tommy Cash, you know exactly who he is. If this is your introductory to Tommy Cash, tread lightly because he's got some interesting videos and songs behind him. But regardless, Tommy Cash is an in-demand artist of huge popularity who regularly performs at prestigious festivals such as Glastonbury, Szeged, and Roskilde, with audiences and often reaching tens of thousands. He is known for his bold visuals and sounds. Additionally, he is a successful conceptual artist who combines post-Soviet aesthetics with global trends, mixing raw tenderness with twisted humor. And as we alluded to earlier, he has a song that he collabed with Karia. As Eric Vickman also has a song that collabed with Karia. And now here they both are, boom, in the Eurovision Song Contest 2025 in the finals. This is going to be a interesting year. This is going to be, I can't even explain it. I have no words. I've seen a handful of videos and contestants so far, and this is going to be all over the place. There's like no consistency whatsoever. Not that there ever is, but given some of the contestants I've seen, some of the entries I've seen, this is going to, your brains are just going to be like, there's so much going on, so much internal stimulation with all these artists. And I cannot wait to see how he looks on the final stage and what he's going to bring to the audience and how that's going to be all integrated, guys. We're in for a ride. This might be one of the bigger years to date, but we'll find out about that. However, if you are enjoying these reactions, do me one favor if you're brand new here. Do those things because I'm going to be doing through a lot more. Then, of course, as we come up to the wrap-up of the Eurovision 2025, I will give my final thoughts on all that and then wait until we do it again next year. But I appreciate it. If you guys want to support this channel, best way to do that, head over to danebramageROCKS.com. You will find links to all these things flashing over here. Actually, if you want to follow me on any other channels, on any of my socials, and you can also sign up to be a member on that if you are so inclined, and also you can join my Patreon where you can sign up to become a member on that, where you will get exclusive content, messages, and memos and stuff like that. Plans start out on both sides for just $1. One last time, everybody, it's a thing. It's happening. Tommy Cash with his song Espresso Macchiato, Eurovision Song Contest winner from Estonia, to carry on. It's going to be phenomenal. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, keep on rocking.